I'm now joined by Dr. Hinrich Eylers of the University of Phoenix. Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me about some of your university's initiatives when it comes to combating climate change.
Well, we really look at it from two angles. One of them, as an educational institution, we are realizing that the future generations are the ones affected, and we are beginning to include issues of climate change in our curricula. We also have very specifically just started environmental engineering and environmental sciences curriculum that is slowly starting now. So we have some academic programs along the lines. Also, as a large company, and we're in the S&P 500, we have several initiatives that are related toward climate change, from how we build our buildings, orientation, materials used, using local materials, to what we use in our cafeteria, to beginning to do a carbon inventory now for the entire company, which is several hundred locations in the United States. So we're really looking at this from many different angles on how to combat climate change, and both on the way of how to educate our students and how to do the right thing as a corporate client.
Yes, you sound like you have quite a unique perspective merging the academic and the corporate. What lessons can each sector teach one another?
We really, I think, have great programs that combat climate change and do it in an environmental stewardship way, but at the same time are financially affordable.
Oh, interesting. I imagine with all the demand for green jobs and the interest in it, that coursework like this would be very, very popular right now.
We think so, yeah. We have several initiatives that work in that area. Our MBA program has a sustainability aspect, and as I mentioned before, we have the environmental sciences program.
Wonderful. Now, what are you hoping to accomplish by being at this summit?
Well, we just feel that the young generation, and that's why we sponsored the Youth Forum today, the young generation is really the one affected by everything that's going on, and we see how so many young people are getting really engaged, and I encourage everybody to look at the webcast from the Youth Forum today, because the members of that forum were truly amazing. It was an international forum, and what these young people have done at the point in their life that they're now is just absolutely breathtaking and very inspiring.
Yes.
And I think we all can learn from that.
I know, I was lucky enough to interview them very briefly on the couch, but I only really got introductions and a little bit about what they're doing. Can you cite one of their backgrounds just for our benefit?
Well, we had one of the most impressive ones, and they all were very impressive, was a young girl from Africa. She serves as a climate ambassador. She's from Kenya, and it really connected, I think, to me, and certainly to the audience, how the whole relationship between climate change and developing countries and how they are being affected, and what young people in developing countries can do about it. It was just really moving how she connected that. I mean, there were some people in the audience that cried because it was so impressive.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, climate change is obviously a multifaceted, we need a multifaceted approach to solve it. Is there any one thing that you cite as really important?
I just think we have to do it. Everybody has to do something. And it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be expensive, and it doesn't have to take a lot of time, but everybody did a little bit now, I think we would already see a big difference. And if it's your power consumption or where you drive, or if you're a corporate entity, if you're looking at how you're using energy and trip sharing, I mean, there's so many things that people can do now that are well known that make a big difference. And we go, obviously, a step further. I mean, for example, we bought renewable energy credits for almost 30% of our energy consumption as a corporate entity, or 100% of what we use in our Phoenix headquarters and all in the campus in Phoenix. So, but those are steps that are great to take. But there's a lot of things that people can just do that really make a big difference, and we just have to do it. Yes, just do it seems to be the message. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your sponsorship and helping this event to become possible, and especially with the youth. I think that's a very an area that we obviously have to focus on. So, well, thank you so much. Not at all. Thanks.